The United States is overrun with chaos, riots, and economic turmoil. Using this to his advantage, Lex Luthor runs for president and is elected. Immediately, he turns the people against the heroes and recruits some of them to work for the government under him. Later on, there is a high-speed police chase happening, and a blur passes by. The car starts flying before it is revealed that it's Superman who stopped the vehicle. The driver is arrested, and it seems obvious that Superman has been alienated from the rest of the heroes and government. Power Girl tries to convince Superman to join them and work under the government, but Superman is sure that Lex is up to something evil, and he flies off. Meanwhile, Lex reveals that a meteor made out of kryptonite will hit the planet in 1 week. Lex won't allow the heroes to help as he wants to take credit himself for destroying it and saving everyone. He holds a press conference addressing the issue and asks to meet with Superman to find a solution. Meanwhile, in the Batcave, Batman confirms the matter regarding the meteor. Superman suggests he wear a lead suit and go destroy the meteor, but Batman dismisses the idea, telling him that he's working on something. Superman then meets with Lex, who wants him to work for him. Suddenly, it turns out to be a trap as Metallo comes out with kryptonite in his chest as his power source. They both fight and Superman blows him up, but he comes back. Superman fights in his weakened state, and Metallo tries to decapitate him. Superman manages to knock himself away from there, but Metallo follows after him. The fight continues in a cemetery, and Batman shows up to save Superman. Metallo grabs him, but Superman shoots his arm off. Metallo then loads up a kryptonite bullet and shoots Superman in the chest before Batman blows him up. He tends to the bullet wound and Metallo buries them both alive. There is a huge explosion as they both blow their way down to the underground sewage system. They move through the sewers until they limp their way through to the Batcave, where they're met by Alfred. Alfred treats Superman's wound, and they find that Lex is twisting the story about what happened. He frames Superman, claiming that the kryptonite meteor is affecting his mind, and $1 billion bounty is placed on Superman. He keeps a kryptonite gun close by in fear of Superman. Superman is enraged by what he's seen and claims that kryptonite can't affect his brain. Power Girl explains to Lex that Superman is innocent, but Lex manipulates her into believing him. Batman breaks into Star Labs, and they smell dead bodies. As they investigate, a couple of guards come in and they immediately fly away. They're taken out midair from a screech by Banshee, but Batman recovers and saves himself. A bunch of villains gang up on him while Superman takes on Banshee, and he takes her to space. He comes back down and takes the rest out who were ganging up on Batman before even more villains come to fight. Everyone wants the bounty on their heads. Batman is getting drowned while Superman fights someone else. They deal with them before even more arrive. It appears that they're under some kind of mind control, and it turns out to be Grodd. He's controlling all the villains with his powers to claim the bounty for himself. But now, literally, everyone has arrived. There are super fights left and right, from Bane to Deadshot. Finally, the government team arrives and clears everyone. Before Superman can thank them, they issue a federal warrant for their arrest. Lex is flying with an alarming headache. He goes to a secret base with secret missiles. Batman tells the heroes that they sold out under Lex as they're now his hired goons. Batman and Superman refuse to cooperate and they all start fighting. They take on everyone simultaneously except for Power Girl, who refuses to fight them. Superman finally has enough and flies circles around them, engulfing them all in a whirlwind. He spares Power Girl and leaves with her. Meanwhile, Lex is told that his missiles won't work and won't destroy the meteor. He refuses to listen anyway, and he's informed that the arrest was a failure. Superman and Batman talk to Power Girl on a random rooftop and tell her to trust her instincts about Lex. The goons catch up to them and they begin fighting again, but with Power Girl on their side. Superman destroys them. Batman reveals that Force was the one who killed Metallo, and Captain Atom begins second-guessing his actions. Power Girl opens up Force, which releases tremendous radiation. Atom volunteers to absorb it. He does so and there is a massive glow before Force is sucked into thin air and Atom is knocked out. The missiles are launched. They're sent through a wormhole into the meteor. There is a huge explosion, but the meteor is still intact. Lex's plan failed, and he tirelessly spends time calculating how to solve the problem. The heroes observe the secret base from afar. Power Girl is sent on a mission, and then Superman is attacked. Hawkman and Shazam go after Superman and Batman, and a fight ensues once again. Superman is weak against magic, which is what gives Shazam his powers. Hawkman is caught by Superman, and Batman fires a missile into Shazam. Superman takes Hawkman on a flight to space, but he wakes up and punches him away. Batman checks on Shazam, who wakes up as well to continue. Lex claims that he was only researching during the failure while the people loot the streets. Amanda Waller finds him juicing himself with kryptonite. He's fine with letting the meteor hit the Earth and wipe out billions of people. He's gone insane. Lex is called away by Shazam and Hawkman, but it's actually Superman and Batman in disguise. Superman is weakened by Lex's kryptonite juice, but Batman forces Lex to cooperate and reveal his files on how to stop the meteor. Lex destroys all the files on the matter so they can't stop it, but Waller betrays him and hands the heroes the information they need to save the planet. They suit up and go on a mission. Waller orders Lex's arrest, but he runs away and juices himself to the max. He wears a kryptonite-powered suit and blasts his way out. The team flies away to Japan. It turns out that Power Girl was the one who convinced Shazam and Hawkman to work alongside Superman. They get to Japan for a 13-year-old tech genius. He built a giant rocket that could destroy the meteor. Lex catches up with them and attacks Power Girl. Superman hears the trouble from afar and goes to investigate. He's blasted by Lex and tries to fight back, but he's weakened from the kryptonite. Lex goes after the kid and destroys the equipment that'll allow him to remotely fly the rocket. Batman decides that he's going to fly it manually himself. Lex is too focused on Superman to notice, and Batman can take off. Superman tries to fight back, but now he's angry that Batman is going to sacrifice himself because of Lex, and Lex pays the price. Lex tries to fly off after Batman one more time as Batman flies through the wormhole, but Superman goes after him and finally catches him. He destroys his suit and claims that his menacing behavior ends tonight. Batman approaches the meteor and crashes right through it, finally destroying it once and for all. The people cheer on Earth, but Superman is angry that he's apparently just lost his best friend. He decides that Lex has just been impeached before blasting him away. Superman is told that there's a chance that Batman could still be alive, and he immediately takes off to find him. Captain Atom finally arrests Lex. Batman awakens floating around in space to find Superman approaching him. He brings Batman back to Earth in front of the whole world, and they land on top of a building. The people rejoice and cheer once again. Lex is taken away as he's gone completely insane. Lois Lane flies by, and Batman vanishes to let Superman handle his business and not be a third wheel, and Superman and Lois embrace as we close the movie. The idea of Superman having a bounty placed on his head was one of the most fun ideas we've ever watched in any comic book story. It reminded us of John Wick running through the city while all the gangs were after him. The same thing happened with all the villains going after Batman and Superman. The film was a very short one, barely breaking the hour mark, but it was packed with action from the beginning right to the very end. It was a very solid movie, and we hope there are more original ideas like this in the future. Well, this brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Your support helps us grow. And tell me what you think about this film. What did you think of Batman and Superman going through a John Wick moment and having the entire world go after them because of a bounty? Did you think that Superman was nerfed a little bit in this movie, or what were your thoughts about that? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you're watching till now, thank you. I'll see you in another video soon.